pop on.
We'll do it on his own.
Yeah. A few seconds, we're just gonna pop.
I'll be able to turn mine on.
See.
All right, Shalom, Yasharala.
Shalom.
We're the GMS Church of Baton Rouge, coming with a sit down and edify the elect. We're going to start out by giving infinite honors to our Heavenly Father and our great King,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash.
Double honors to our apostles and other bishops, the great millstone, and salutation to my fellow ladies in the Mashiach Yahweh Shai, puts his blood doctrine across the four winds. Shalom.
Shalom.
And we're going to jump straight into this one, man. The Lord told us to be circumspect in Ephesians, the 5th chapter, because the days are evil. And all throughout Scripture, he told us to beware lest you be deceived. All right? And what happened with this, us brothers, we think it was a psyop. This is the third time, right?
Yes, third, maybe fourth time.
Yeah, third or fourth time somebody has made an attempt on Nero Trump's life. Allegedly. Nero Trump's life. But this is the thing. This devil uses these media outlets and this one-eyed devil's fucking TV screen to sway the minds of the simpletons. And this is what we got out of that. This guy that they plastering all over the TV, he looks like a so-called Negro. You see, when you hear the word T-Rex, you know, the mindset you get of somebody that's trying to assassinate a head of state is never somebody that looks like us. All right? But on this one, this is what this devil's doing. He wants to put in your mind that, hey, look, black people are doing things like that. Mm-hmm. All right? And it's all about manipulating your mind, okay? Yeah. You have to be circumspect. These psyops are used to manipulate your mind for a narrative that they're pushing. And now they're about to come in on us and start deeming us domestic T-Rexes, man. Yeah. All right? The guys look like if he's not a Jake, he looks like a Jake. Yeah. All right?
But that's what they do. Like they put a dark-skinned individual named Barack Obama in office, and our people believe, you know, that this guy is for our people. Yeah. Our people fell for it. But we have the spiritual eyesight to discern and say, look, he's not this, all right? This is a Hamite. Yeah. But that's the controlled narrative that Esau pushes. Even the guy, Alex Jones, has it. When we had the InfoWars show, mm-hmm. One of the quotes was, "It's a war for your mind."
That's what it is.
It's a war for your mind. So the thing is all about getting rid of us because we're standing in the way of Esau establishing his new world order. Yeah. We can prove that in Isaiah 13th chapter.
And manipulate your senses. Mm-hmm. Having you think evil good and good is evil. Yep. You got it, brother.
This Sirach chapter 13 in verse 8. It says, beware that thou be not deceived and brought down in thy jollity.
All right, and that's what you don't want to happen in this final hour. That's when the Lord tell you to stand on your watch and watch what he would tell you. When you're occupied in prophecy, you're in reality. All right? And the wiles of the devil is not going to have no effect on you. What does the devil mean? Word devil means to deceive. Okay? And the Lord has told us all throughout Scripture, beware lest no man deceive you. And that's what the so-called white man is set up to do. And he said, lest he bring you down in your jollity. And let me get that word, jollity.
And while you're getting it, when the disciples had came to Yahushua privately, as the Scripture says, all right, he asked him, Master, what shall be the sign of thy coming at the end of the age? Mm-hmm. All right. Very first thing told the disciples was, let no man deceive you.
No man deceive you.
Because we're in the time of great deception.
Yeah.
All right. Great deception. And there's more to come.
And witchcraft. And that's all witchcraft at its base level, mm-hmm. in layman terms, is manipulating your mind.
See, Esau's a wizard.
He's a wizard.
He's a wizard.
A warlock.
A warlock.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. The word jollity means the state of being jolly. See, what did it say? The simple in the house of mourning. Mm-hmm. All right. There's not no time to be jolly and going to clubs and frolicking amongst the natives, doing as the Romans do. All right. And the Lord said he'll bring you down in your jollity. Okay, this is a time where you're supposed to have laser focus on these prophecies so you don't be deceived and end up in the goddamn concentration camp or swimming in the lake of fire. Characterized
Because
by...
he's going to use this same, you know, how do I say it, sorcery, you know what I'm saying, to sway the minds of the people, to get them to take that MOTB.
And attack us.
And attack us.
And demonize us.
I see everything that, brother, we going into is going to all fall in line. It's going to be a domino effect.
Yep.
You're going to have T attacks, which is going to lead to persecution, all right? And in the event of a T attack, well, we don't know who the hell is who. It's too many people over here, all right? You got the border crisis, all right, where they can blame it on Iran. And that's another thing they said, too, all right? You know, they can possibly, an ex-CIA agent said this could possibly be linked to Iran to give them the go-ahead to fully put troops on the ground and go in.
Yeah.
And then they're going to link us to Iran.
But that's my point. But you're going to link a nigga up to Iran? All right? So if you're going to link a nigga up working for Iran, all right, then you can throw the Hebrew Israelites away.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, that's what's ultimately going to happen. That's what you got to be on your watch looking out for when they throw that curveball, all right?
And Iran has publicly made videos, even Elder Pastor Hart did a video on, we seen it like last year, calling us the true children of what they call God.
Yeah.
Okay? They know this.
Yes.
Go ahead.
High spirits and festive cheer. All right? So the Lord say he's going to take you people down is in the spirit of party and bullshit, living for the weekend. All right? You don't know the time you're living in. We're living in a time of great death, war, pestilence, all right? So if you're occupied in prophecy, you're preparing your mind for these turbulent times. Yep. And when you look at these media outlets, you got to know, all right, you can't believe everything you see on the tube, all right? Give me that Genesis 3 and start from the top.
Yep.
All right? You can't believe everything you see on Fox News, CNN, all right, and your local news stations, all right? These people are magnificent liars.
Yeah.
All right, they push narratives to sway the masses, to get the masses to react how they want them to.
Yeah.
You got it, brother.
Controlling the mind. This is bullshit and
mind control.
That's it. We're calling you out on it, Esau. The Bible says what? Then shall that wicked be revealed?
Yes.
You're being revealed. We're exposing you, letting the people know you're lying. It's no way you can have 3 to 4 attempts on a king of Babylon. All right. All right. No, that's not how that goes. All right.
The greatest nation on the planet Earth.
Exactly, man.
With the best military, the best resources.
The Secret Service.
And then a nigga from some suburb could just march right in and get that close and get close and hit his
get in range.
Yeah. Get in range to get that close.
Get that close anyway.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
It's like they did that Capitol Hill shit over there at January 6th. That's all bullshit, man.
Bullshit.
How you get these people to get inside of a maximum security? You know, the White House, all right, or places like Moscow, Russia, or Tehran, or even Beijing, deemed Washington. You're supposed to be the capital.
And he took them alive.
And yeah, exactly.
Come on, man.
Like Esau, that's all you got. Okay, you can't do better than that. Ain't no way you're gonna have these many attempts on a man's life and he's not out of here. No, when Amalek wants you, you're out of here.
Yeah.
It's like they got Ayatollah Khamenei, allegedly, over there in Iran. He's out of there.
When they want, Amalek wanted JFK out of there.
They wanted JFK out of there.
And Robert Kennedy out of there.
Yep. Got them both of them out of there.
They wanted Donald Trump out of there, he would be gone.
He would be gone by now. All right.
And Donald Trump knows it.
Okay.
So
yes.
It's a narrative that they're pushing. You got to be able to catch what the narrative is. All right. These are psyops, man.
Yep.
You got it, brother.
Genesis chapter 3 and verse 1. Now the serpent subtle than any beast of the field.
All right. The serpent is not a literal snake. All right. This is the spirit of Satan that engulfs the so-called white man. All right. The red Hebrew Edomite. All right. The spirit that engulfs them now is the same spirit that was on the ancient Canaanites in the beginning. Okay. So this is a nation of people. And the Lord says this nation of people are very subtle. So when they do things, psyops, fake news. All right, it's all they're doing these things where a subtle man can deceive you. He can manipulate you.
He's crafty.
He can con you. All right. So the Lord is giving us brothers the spirit to know. Never trust this nigga, man. Hey, test everything, intimate information he brings to you.
Shit, we do it.
Yeah.
When we post, before we even post something in our chat room, or whatever, we even ask, break something out of our mouth,
filter everything.
We do extensive research on it.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, what you think about this? Nah, that's AI.
Yeah.
Before you because we're in a time of great deception, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back to that Genesis. Just to back it up. 2 Thessalonians 2:7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
Yeah. So the Lord is exposing who this mystery of iniquity is. All right. Who is this nation bringing forth all this iniquity and trouble on the planet Earth? All right. It's the nation of Edom. All right. Bring it out.
It says, only he who now letteth will let.
All right. And back then in the ancient world, all right, the Roman, who was in power? The Romans.
That's right, brother.
Okay. And they were revealed during the time of John the Revelator, Paul, Apostle Paul, Apostle Peter, so on and so forth. All right. So these Romans are back in this modern time doing the same things that they were doing then. What did it say? The dragon gave power to the beast. Okay. So they're doing that same witchcraft and mind wizardry that they did in the ancient world. It's being revealed.
No, they took what it was, the Department of Secretary of Department out of there or whatever, and named it the Department of War. They showed you that this Roman, because the Roman Empire was full of nothing but, with warriors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With a war mind spirit, man.
Who can make war?
They are back today, man.
Yeah.
Spearheaded by Nero Trump. It says, and even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
And when you look at these news outlets, that's the working of Satan. All right, these people are deceiving the masses with their rhetoric, with their false narratives. All right, and they're gonna go from Iran being the greatest boogeyman on the planet Earth. What do you say? Turkey is
Turkey next,
right?
Yeah.
All right, and it's gonna somehow, some way, swing to the so-called black extremists.
Yep.
The black Hebrew Israelites.
BHI.
All right, and when they were plastering this nigga up on the camera the other day, that's the beginning of it. Okay. Oh, now niggas are the face of terrorism.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you've been watching throughout the course of these years, when you go into court, it's a case that they have on any kingpin or whatever like this. It's a case. They got all the records. So the shit these other camps have been doing, like they did that shit at Capitol Hill. What there was one of them camps did it at Capitol Hill. You know, they had the little.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I forgot that nigga name.
Was it HOD?
That nigga used to be with Zabak.
Zabak, yeah.
Chief Ephraim.
Chief Ephraim, yeah. He went up there and talk crazy to those Edomites and everything like this. Then you had the guy. I distinctly remember when he had his vehicle. He had a red vehicle. He ran over a lot of people, and they went in all on his Facebook and tracked all his social media pages, and he had a lot of Israelite things on his page.
Yeah.
So it's a case that's being built, and they're gonna in some way, shape, or form, whether they take Donald Trump out or it'd be a million people dying all at one time, because Yahweh Shah said, "You should be hated of all men for my name's sake." Some way, we're gonna be the face of that T word. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's where we at, man. Okay.
And this is the beginning of it.
Yes. Yahweh Shah said it. Yahweh Shah said, but you're gonna hear wars and rumors of wars, famines, and me and the brother just watching that. The show Redacted. He going in on famine. Flip the screen. Dabu 7 talking about famines. These are the beginning of it. But Yahweh Shah said, no. First, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you. That's coming down the pipe. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
And what is Satan set up to do? All right, be contrary, be adverse to everything righteous.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The nations.
Yep.
All right, but so when you read Revelation 20th chapter, what was this devil brought out of his abyss to do? He was set up to deceive the nations.
Mm-hmm.
The working of Satan is to deceive you.
Yeah.
All right? He wants you to always be discontinued from your heritage. And so he could go before Yahweh and say, look what they're doing.
Yeah, the accuse of thy brother.
Yeah, accusing you for being a nitwit.
Woe to him that give his neighbor strong drink.
To look up on his nakedness. All right? That's his working. That's the workings of Satan. Okay? Now he's going to have you looking at us like we're one of those domestic T words.
Even our family members. Like, mama, you raised me. You know, mom and dad, you know, they still around, you know, mine going. But, mama, you know I wouldn't do nothing like this. I'm your child, you know.
They're going to believe
They're going to believe it. They're going to believe master. Like he lied to you and you took that jab, that juice, okay? More deception has been going out since then, and you're more weaker now than you ever been. You're susceptible to believing whatever the man says, man. Okay? It says, it's the part I wanted to get. Reading from 2 Thessalonians 2:9, even him who is coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
All right? So, and where the vast majority of these lying wonders we're seeing on your news stations. All right? We're in the end times. You got to be occupied in the information that's being brought forth, but you got to have the spirit of discernment to decipher what's truth and what's lies, what's meat and what's a bone. All right? Because this devil, like what he say, those miraculous signs, lying wonders, it'll have you thinking evil is good and good is evil. I got your precept, all right?
Like you say, they took that thing back in knowing a few years ago, thought it was all for the good.
Look at you now.
Like all kind of consequences going on in the body. All right? And fair use. We only saying what's going on in the news and linking it to Bible prophecy, man. This is the time that we're in. This is what the end looks like. All right? Got something?
Yeah, I got something. All right, this is Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. All right, here go that beware word again. All right, beware lest any man, all right, and we talk about this man of lawlessness, the son of perdition, the so-called white man, all right, and any man, your fucking fake pulpit pastor that went to a seminary school, he's under that delusion and wine that the so-called white man put on him. Anybody that believeth a lie and teacheth a lie, you got to beware of it. All right, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach, man. Okay?
Yeah.
So you gotta be circumspect in this final hour, man. All right? This devil is gonna put hits on men of the Lord, servants of Yahweh by Shema Shai. They're gonna have bounties on our head, and we ain't gonna be did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
All we doing is preaching out of this word. That's it. Yeah. But they're gonna try to link us up with all of these what they call extremists. All right, doing all these unseemly things, and we see it clear as day. It's never late, and we know what the prophecies say. All right, they're gonna make the world think that the world is going to shit because of us.
Yeah, the world cannot go back to normal because of us.
And they're gonna use psyops to do it.
Yeah. Oh, and then you got the invention of artificial intelligence, man.
Yeah.
All right, you don't have spiritual eyesight to see it. You'll think it's real. We're gonna be enemy of the state. All right. Like I told the brother on the phone, man, on that movie, you know, Will Smith and Gene Hackman, Will Smith's name was Robert Clayton Dean. All right. He was accused of all these things, you know, ended up getting to murder and everything like this. And he went out, you know, and had a time with his coworker, his colleague. And while he was out there partying, you know, and swimming in the pool, the federal agents, whether it be the CIA or NRO, okay, look them words up, all right? They bugged every part of his whole attire, from his tie to his belt to his shoes, man. Yeah. Took the fucking slacks off, the bottom of it off, and put a chip inside of it and put the damn thing back on. They even took his pencil, the pen that he used to write with, took it off and put the chip inside of it and then screwed it back together. That way they had full control and tracking of his ass, man. And then Esau's doing that right now. We just y'all can talk about that on the phone. Yeah. Setting up everything, man. It's what you call a police state.
Yep.
A totalitarianism.
There's cameras everywhere.
Yep.
I mean, you can clearly see them. You can't get away with nothing over there in that little block over there, man.
Yep. Got you, bro.
And they were out here putting secret indictments and using their technology to tap the phones of dirtbag niggas to sell drugs. How much more us who's preaching the proper doctrine is going to tear this system down, man?
Yep.
So we know what we signed up for, but the Lord told us, hey, go out here and warn the people to be not deceived. Don't believe everything you see on the fucking news, man.
Yep.
All right,
I got you one.
All right.
Ephesians chapter 6, he's talking to the men of the Lord. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong.
Be strong. And he's talking about be strong mentally. All right. When you read the book of Judah, it says get built on your most holy faith. All right. He's talking about get built on this word. All right. Be strong, have a strong mental fortitude, man. Because if you're weak, you're beat.
Yeah.
Okay. When you stand on this word, it don't matter if they kill me. We coming right back.
Yeah.
All right, we're coming back with Yahweh Shai.
You gotta believe that, man.
Yeah, you have to believe that.
Yeah.
All right, even if you ain't 8-10 days straight, man, Yahweh Shai say he'll never leave me or forsake me. He say my servants shall eat, but they shall be hungry.
Yeah.
All right, you gotta have a strong mind and believe on his word, man.
The Lord say he gonna feed this bird. You know, the birds are gonna eat the eyes of these kings on the earth.
Yeah.
In the end times, World War III. You think the Lord not gonna feed his men?
Yeah.
That's bringing out this truth. It's actually singing these lyrics.
Matthew 28 chapter, he said, I will be with you always.
All the way, even until the end.
World,
that's right, brother.
Okay.
It's all about believing, man. All right. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might.
In the power of his might, in the power of his word. His word is a two-edged sword. It's power. It cuts you in, cut you coming out. And as it pertains to us, what did he cut out? He cut that leaven out of us, that that all of that pollution out of us,
that weak nature.
All right, and it renews you, it quickens you. What? Yeah. John 63. They say, "My words are spirit. They quicken you. That means they revive you. They make you alive. It puts you in an immortal mental state, man. Yeah. Immortals don't die. They're powerful, man.
And see, because we look at this, got a picture on our image of this video. It says false flag. All right. The apostles always say, your lies ain't working no more. They not working no more. It's broken. This word has broken you down, man. You weak right now. And Yakana did a video on it last night. The left hand is weak, man. Now you got a boxer. He can't really use that left. You stick to that right hand. This left-handed power is weak, man.
You can see it coming.
You see it coming. It's slow.
All right. What that boy gonna see a little fast.
Yeah.
That's all he got, though.
That's all he got, though. That's it after that. Can't do nothing after that. Okay?
Nothing.
So hey, we on go with this thing, man.
But he's so one-dimensional.
Yeah.
With these same lies and same narratives that
over and over again.
Even with the other nations. Oh, he's a tyrant. He's killing his people, oppressing his people. We're going in there to free his people. Man, come on. You say that about everybody. Yeah. All right?
You said it about Venezuela.
Yeah,
said it about Iran.
After you leave these places are fucking barren lands, destitute of resources, and you're the one that goes in there and wreak havoc. Yeah. All right, look at Libya before America and look at Libya after America. But they use that same narrative, the left isn't quick anymore. All right, and that's what when we look at these fake ass psyops, we like, okay, well now what is it that they're trying to push? All right, and what they're trying to push is they're changing the visage. Yeah. All right, I see Elder Yashawamba, said it on one of his last videos. The visage and it fucks with your mental on how a T-Rex looks. Ooh. All right, they're starting to shape your mind and start looking at men that look like us that do these things that Ishmaelite, Arab would do, or a white man would do. All right, they're trying to group us into that. Yeah. You see, when it comes to being a pedophile and stuff, see, Jake Norman not into that. Now they're trying to group us into those things that they do.
Mass shootings.
Yeah, mass shootings. Yes.
Like you have if you've seen
Jake
it.
Don't be on that type
recently,
of
you had the mass shooting up there. Jake did it up there. He killed all them. The Shreveport killed all his kids. Then you had the mass shooting at the mall down here in Baton Rouge. All right, Jake is the front you know, is on Front Street with that, man. He's getting the finger pointed at him. So the Edomite girl, all right, got killed in the mall. Now you got the governor making threats toward you Israelites, man. All right. This Revelation 12 and 12 that's coming down the pipe, man. It's gonna tighten the grip. It's gonna be an onslaught of you Israelites, man.
Yeah.
Got some?
And you young brothers that's coming in, you gotta get your mind
fathom up.
Yeah.
Fashion.
Yeah. That a persecution is coming, all right, and everybody's gonna be trying to kill us, man.
Yep.
All right. That comes with the territory. You gotta know what you
signed up for.
You have to count the cost.
Hey,
all right, and we see it coming clear as day.
Hey, I told us, like, me and the brother had a talk yesterday when I first came in, like 2018. All right, I told him I knew. So getting off work, I would come straight home. Don't have the TV on, no noise, no nothing in the house. Go take a shower, and in that shower, I'm stepping out the shower every 2 or 3 minutes, looking down the hallway. I say, what if Esau is in the house? What if the feds in? What if they in here? Because that's how he comes.
Yeah.
That 2 to 3 in the morning, deep sleep, when that slime coming out the mouth, you having dreams and visions. Esau picking the lock, coming in your crib. Yeah. But wait a minute, what if I'm coming in the house and he's already in there?
Yeah.
That's the mind. You brothers got to know what you've been signed up for. It's the bitterness of the truth. It's all good to hear about, we the Lord's people and everything like this. No, it's the flip side of that coin, my guy.
Yeah, things written aforetime and far learning. Look how the early church was persecuted. Them brothers were killed, man.
Yeah.
All right? They were hunted from city to city, man. From province to province, man. All right? It's going to happen in these modern times. I got you one, too.
Go ahead, bro.
All right? This is Matthew 5 and 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted. This for you,
Blessed are they that are persecuted. You got niggas all the time be getting, these niggas, they wicked. They getting judged for being accused of raping, okay, murders, attempted this, attempted that. But you didn't go on your head like Puff Daddy, R. Kelly.
Them niggas guilty.
Them niggas guilty.
So
the Lord judged their ass, man. All right, you got your reward on this side. What it says in Luke 6:25, it's Luke 6:25. You've received, roughly paraphrasing, you received your on this side.
Those that are full, is that?
Yeah, it's in there. All right, you received that on this side. In case another word, you received that reward from the Lord on this side, and then the Lord judges you on this side.
Real fast.
You know damn well you ain't getting nothing in the kingdom. Go ahead.
This is what you want. Luke 6:25. Woe unto you that are full, for you shall hunger.
Yep.
Woe unto you that laugh, now you shall mourn and weep.
Go ahead. Finish. Keep going on.
All right.
Yep.
Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets.
That's right, man. Okay. So we're in that time right now. Nothing new under the sun. What happened to the men of old, the prophets are back today, and it's going to happen. And you read it in Esdras, 2nd Esdras 16. Esdras spoke about being cast out of their houses and everything.
Yeah.
So he has to be here today.
Yeah, he's here.
He's here.
Yeah, and he's going to get persecuted. All right? He said, woe is me. Who shall deliver him in that day? He's seen the persecution. He said, what he say? They continue spoiling those that fear the Lord. Man.
That's right, brother.
Okay?
Yes.
So this comes with the territory.
Yep.
Let me finish off.
Go ahead with that.
Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. Like what he was just saying about Puffy and R. Kelly. Them niggas guilty, but if you persecuted for righteousness' sake, that means you're innocent.
Yep.
You're blameless. All right? You're getting persecuted for something that you're innocent of, okay? And it reads,
that's what it is. You receive your consolation. That's the word.
Consolation.
That's the consolation.
That's right, brother. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Verse 11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely.
And they do that. We
that's
right, bro. They do it now, but it's gonna reach to it's levels in this thing. Come to a level where, all right, yes, these guys, they always talk about this, because they do it right now. Well, they talk about this, talk about that. That's fine. We'll take all that. Yahweh Shah took it. we're going to go in a like manner walk also. We're going to be able to take it. The Bible says, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. When this persecution come upon you, you got to be able to withstand it, man. Got to endure it. All right? The Lord said, who shall stand up in against the faces of the evildoers? Who shall stand up for me? We the ones, man. We'll stand up for it, Lord. We'll hold it down for you. All right? Even if it comes to us being beheaded, it is what it is. We go to that guillotine. What we say, brother? With a smiling face.
Smile, cussing the devil out.
That's right, brother.
To your last breath. I'll be back.
Yep. And all Edomites that have done this to us, you're going to be our slaves in the kingdom. Yahweh Shah said, ask of me and I will give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. We're going to get all of you, man. Okay? Matter of fact, I don't want to, don't behead me like this. I want to look right up. Face it. All right? Yeah, man. These things you got to be meditating upon.
Yeah.
No ministers brother talk about it all the time, man. These things you got to be meditating upon because it's going to get like that. This has to be pushed. Revelation 20:4. John said he saw the souls of those that what? Will be headed for the testimony. For your word. For what the things that you're speaking about, man. No, Esau, you're not setting up no new world order. All right? 15-minute cities. Gonna get to the fullness of it by thinking you have everyone sea-hipped, all right? Then the Lord rains nuclear fire on your party. We're prophesying those things right now. And you hate that. What we said yesterday, brother, you are losing sleep right now. Tossing and turning. The elites are.
The everyday Edomite, they're clueless. Well, they're conscious that the world's going to shit. But
they ready to walk.
Esau, the elites, they know their dominion. They what that is, Revelation 12?
I'm gonna get it out.
Yeah, they know their dominion is about to be taken. They know that our great king's coming back. They understand these prophecies to a certain extent. They're trying. The reason you know they understand them because they're trying to offset them.
Yep.
So they're not getting no sleep at night. All right. What that is, Revelation.
I'm gonna get it right here, bro.
All right, bring it up.
This is Revelation chapter 6.
Yup, that's it. That's it. Yep.
I already know what you wanted, brother.
Yep.
In verse 15, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
Yeah, they're in these bunkers, man. Okay. John the Revelator, he was just looking at them going down in way under the ground in these underworld cities. All right. In this day and time, we could say bunkers. Okay. The motherfuckers are scared, man. And who's going to these bunkers? The elites. Why are the elites going in these underworlds? They know what's coming down the pipe, man.
Yep.
All right. You got it, brother.
And another thing too, these elites know who is sharp in these scripts because they got the the IP address.
Oh, yeah.
Where they scoping everything you're looking at. You're looking at certain guys and you're going deep into it. Okay, well, we got one that can see.
Yeah.
We know we can't come at him with this shit because it's not going to work on him.
And they know who forgave it too.
Yeah.
They see who's studious,
yeah,
who's serious. All right, they can nothing's hid from them.
Nothing hid from them.
All right, so that's why they have the red list, the blue list. They know who they're gonna just come kill.
Yeah,
they know who they're gonna come try to re-educate, and they know who they're just gonna go. We gotta kill him.
Yep.
So if you forgave it and you plan, he'll come at you with a money purse.
Yeah.
He say, "Well, man, we could turn him." You know?
Yeah.
You're right.
Like they did the guy with going into the scriptures. They came on the site, but look, we give you this right here, to wait. But Yahweh Shai had discernment to already know, look, one of you gonna betray me, man. That's the spirit that we're in right now. Mm-hmm. Okay? Even amongst these camps, these Israelite camps, Great Millstone is set apart from all of them. You got these other entry-level camps. Even Esau knows who has the truth and who doesn't. They know. Beginning with the name all the way down to the doctrine. They know who's full of shit and who has it, man. Yeah. And we finna see, like we said at the camp last week, with that brother from
you will be tested.
We will be. Yeah, that's right, bro. The guy was from what the camp is, Wi-Fi, and he said he had to leave Wi-Fi because Great Millstone had the correct breakdown on the mark of the beast.
That's a centerpiece of prophecy.
The Lord got him out of there. You come on over here and get this doctrine. And we've been saying it in season, out of season, that the Lord gonna separate these camps by getting these guys out of here and bringing them over here via the centerpiece of prophecy, which is the MOTB. He gonna do it.
It's the all I'll be on.
Yep. This Revelation chapter 6 and verse 16. And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb.
And that's why they're doing these psyops, all right? These elites know what's about to come down the pipe, and they're trying to manipulate and take as many Jake as they can with them in their little fire, man. All right? They spend trillions of dollars pushing this lie, all right, through TV, through their media outlets, through their almanacs, their encyclopedias, to keep this information away from us. Now that they see this coming out, all right, they're trembling. All right, they're fearing.
I got it.
All right, they're preparing for the great day of the Lord. What did that boy say? We got a space program, all right, that they've implemented, that they're working on to defend themselves against the chariots, but you can't do it. How you gonna fight the chariots? Bitch, they're multi-dimensional.
They control you.
You played God mode on GTA.
Yeah.
You can't kill them. They're multi-dimensional. You can shoot.
You watch that movie. We always bring this movie out, the original Independence movie, where they tried to shoot that thing at the UFO.
At a force field.
When he had a force field around, and he say it's jammed. It won't shoot. Who you think did that? But this for you, I'm to back here with that fear. This Revelation chapter 11 and verse 11.
Yes.
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh Shai entered into them.
Come on.
That's Ezekiel 37. Yeah. All right. You know?
You're looking at the spirit in us. All right. When the spirit gets in you, what did it tell you to do? He told Ezekiel prophesy on those bones. When these bones live, what did they start doing? They start prophesying, man. Okay? And when this devil see this, what is he doing? This is what they got, one that can see.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's a lot of them that can see.
Yeah.
He's like, man, we got to offset this prophecy. We got to kill all these niggas, man.
Right, man.
That's what they ready to do. We got to demonize them. All right? let's get them on. Let's do these false narratives, these psyops, so that the world can look at them.
Pull out all the tricks. Yes.
Yep.
The whole repertoire.
And then so we can go in, sign some decrees, false decrees, pass it into legislation, add amendments. Yep. Come on. If you see any of these guys, turn them in, wanted dead or alive.
If you see
put some money
say
on
something.
your fucking Quran.
Yep.
All right.
That's what's all.
That's why we said be not deceived, man.
Yeah. You're not getting no fucking reparations for you niggas out there. You Israelites, man. When I say niggas, I'm talking about from Judah all the way down to Issachar. All of you niggas, you're not getting no reparations. No. The word reparations means to repair. When you read it in Isaiah 61, he speaks of that, man. All right. We're proclaiming liberty to the captives. All right, we're the captives. The liberty is to know who you are, know where your land is, know where your power source lies at, man. It's where Yahweh Shai.
And repairing somebody, giving somebody reparations isn't getting repaired according to the scriptures.
That's right. And the only reparations you're going to get is that micro C help. That's the only thing you're going to get. I did a video on that last night. All right, but that's another topic.
This is true repairment right here.
Yeah.
Revelation 18:6. Reward her even as she rewarded you. All right, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, life for life, slave for slave. All right, that's how we're gonna get repaired. Recompense, retribution. All right.
What lost, you're gonna get double.
Double, yeah. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto that nasty hoe.
That's right, man.
All right, and double unto her, double according to her works. That's how you're gonna repair. Do something to make me feel better. All right. We want to see you pain. We want to hear the lamentation of your women. Yep. All right. That's our recompense. That's our that's how we get repaired.
That's how we get repaired right there, bro.
Keep your shit. Keep your money.
Yeah, I don't need that.
I don't want your money.
I don't want that.
You remember showing up told the old boy, hey, keep your money.
Keep your money, yeah.
I want
why would we want a currency that's being devalued by every minute, every second, every hour, man?
Keep that.
You don't want that, man. You can have that shit, man. All right.
We want gold. We don't want it.
We want your ass taken down, as it says in the Apocrypha. All right. There be 9 things that I have judged in the 10th to see the downfall of our enemy. That's what we want, man.
Change, man.
Right. We want to whoop that ass in the kingdom, man.
Yeah, man.
But we got to do what we got to do in order to get there, man. Got to be faithful.
I want to see a crack in a dog collar, man, with a big heavy chain on his ass, man.
Because like me and this brother always talk about, man, it's going to be a You think the shit that's coming? All right, you can watch the Sean Ryan show. All right, all these things like this. You know, the XCI agents who've been in league with this beast, who have now gotten out of it and exposing whistleblowers.
Yeah.
Speaking on the coming T attacks. 9/11 will not hold a candle to what's coming, man. You had thousands that happened that time. This time it's going to be in the millions. And they're going to link us some kind of way. You know, Esau going to put that, put that on it, put that spin on it, man. He's going to twist it to the Israelites, man.
And that's why the Lord say, beware that you be not deceived.
That's right.
All right? When you persecute the prophets, what you're doing? You're doing that to the Lord. All right? He says a righteous thing to give tribulation to those that trouble thee.
To recompense,
when you do it to the least of these, you do it to him. Mm-hmm. All right? And when he come back, he said he's going to dance in the blood of his enemies, man.
Yeah.
Okay? This devil is going to have you thinking good is evil and evil is good.
Shit, he's doing it now.
Yeah. A damn good job at it.
Doing a damn good
doing
job, man.
What the Lord created him to do.
That's right, brother. Yeah. Remember the apostle said they got arrested. They got arrested on 9/11 that day. Mm-hmm. It's coming again. But this, you can finish this off, huh? Revelation chapter 11 and verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
All right, and that's why they're doing the psyops. That's why they're giving these false narratives, because they see the prophets out prophesying, rightly dividing the word of truth. All right, condemning them. All right, it's a shameful spewing this open season on this devil, exposing him of his naughty, dirty works. All right, and he knows we're not supposed to have this information. He sees the miracle. He's mesmerized, and he's scared.
Yeah,
that's why he's doing the things he's doing. The reason he's been so hard on us tribes is because he know who we are. When Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua unites with us, and he's with us, he know that he defends us. And they like Rick on Boys in the Hood. He was a shivering bitch when he went to Compton. Yep. They scared, man. Mm-hmm. The elites are terrified. All right, the lower level Edomites, they're clueless what's going on. But these elites, these Illuminati characters, oh, they not sleeping well right now.
That's right, man.
That's why they're turning up the heat.
Yeah, we believe they've already gone to the underground bunkers.
Yeah.
They already, and we say deep, that mean, when you know the word deep underground, deep is mean down in the depths, man. Miles down, man.
Yeah.
Underground cities.
Yes.
Got another one. I got one more. We can get ready to wrap this thing up. Okay. The point is, man, if you haven't received it, we're driving home. We can't make it more plain up on the table for you. Watch this devil, man. The left hand is on the move. It's weak, but it's still on the move. Okay, it's weak to the men of the Lord because we have an advantage. We see it. We're telling you what's coming down the pipe before we even does it. That's another fucking thing that he hates. Mm-hmm. The word prophecy means to say before.
I got you.
It's 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11.
Yeah, let's go.
Lest Satan should get an advantage of us.
All right, so he can manipulate you. All right, woe to him to give wine to his neighbor. All right, he can take advantage of you. If he's making you drunk with his lies, all right, he can manipulate you. So he's not going to have advantage of the church because the church is sober. We're sober men, all right? We understand the scriptures, and the Lord has put the spirit on us to don't believe shit we see this devil say, man.
That's right, man.
And then, like, if he is bringing out accurate information, filter it through the scriptures, man. Mm-hmm. Have the Lord gives us a spirit of discernment to know, oh, no, that ain't
that ain't, yeah.
Why they gonna put a nigga up there and have him locked down?
Yeah.
You ain't even kill him.
Why you ain't kill a nigga?
All right, but you show he has Negro features. All right? So you want his vices out there and have him trumped up with as a domestic T-Rex, man.
Yeah.
All right? Someone trying to assassinate the head of state, man.
Come on, man.
Oh, now niggas are doing it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they're the problem.
Ain't the crackers and niggas. You niggas are the problem.
Yeah.
All right? You Israelites are the problem. All right? Yes. Esau, you got a problem on your hands. All right? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is on you. All right? Yep. Through the spirit, through his words. Oh, it says that too. I thought it was 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. It says we're gonna destroy him with the word of our mouth.
Yep.
And through the brightness of his coming. Mm-hmm. His word gonna destroy your kingdom, then the Lord gonna come with nuclear fire and the chariots. All right, in that order. Okay. 2 Thessalonians 2:11. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we, the we is who?
The elect.
The elect, man. We are not ignorant of his devices. And what that word devices?
And what is his main device? These media outlets. All right, these are news forecasters. These are wizards, warlocks, magnificent liars. They deceive wonderfully, man.
The Western media.
All right, that nigga Malcolm X, he had a quote saying, man, the Western media will have you thinking the good people are evil and the evil people are good. All right, he said you can't believe them.
Right.
All right. So the Lord is telling you, hey, be circumspect. All right, because the days are evil. All right, you got it. We're in the land of the valley of the shadow of death, so you got to be nocturnal.
Yeah.
You got to be able to
have a whole breastplate of armor on, brother.
You got to be able to see through the lies.
Yeah.
Right in this darkness. The earth is in gross darkness, but the Lord have light bearers out here to shed light and give you the truth.
Hey,
I got
and that's why the Bible says, do nothing without counsel.
Yes.
Well, you even speak or say anything, you get with an older brother who has insight, all right, light, all right. That's in that Ephesians 2. Let the whole body be light, all right. Get with him to see what he has to say before you just go off the records and you start believing in anything. You've been deceived, and now you out of here, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is Revelation 3:18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich. All right, this wisdom, this understanding. Okay, when you're rich in the spirit, you can't be deceived. Okay, and white raiment. I mean, you're pure, you're holy. Okay, you're not defiled with this devil's lies. Okay, you set apart from this society.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're supposed to be doing right now, purging.
Oh, the word holy means.
And separating. Yep, that's what it means, brother. All right, that thou mayest be clothed. All right, and that thy shame of thy nakedness do not appear. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, nakedness means you're living in sin. You're off. The Lord, you're alienated from your Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, you don't have on that white linen, which is the righteousness of Yahweh Shai. Okay, and anoint thine eyes. This is the point right here. And anoint thine eyes with eye salve.
Yes,
so eye salve makes you nocturnal. You can see in the land of the valley of the shadow of death. We like owls around this bitch. We can see in the darkness.
Got tunnel vision.
All right, the Lord has had mercy on him. We could discern between his lies. All right, this fork-tongued devil, man. And you got to pray for the Lord to put that spirit on you. All right, the simple believe in every word, and they're destroyed because they just believe whatever this devil say. Mm-hmm. All right, and it reads. The rest of it reads that thou.
Well, that's in the Bible. The simple believe every word, man.
That thou mayest see. See, you got to be able to see in this darkness, man.
That's a video right there.
Yeah, you got to be able to see. You got to be able to read between the lines, man. Mm-hmm. They're about to make us the face of T-Rexing, man. You know, we can't say that word.
You know what it is.
T's, man.
The more these splinter cells get activated, you know what I'm talking about. All right.
They're gonna group us in with them.
Yeah, and they said there's over 18,000 of them that's ready to be activated over here in America alone. Okay, specifically. These splinter cells, man. All right. Jake is finna be the forefront of it all, man. So for you men out, you brothers out there, you already know what's coming down the pipe. No jobs. All right, no cars. Like I said on the movie Enemy of the State with Will Smith. His credit cards, all that shit was shut. Esau shut all that off.
Tracking device.
He was off the grid, huh?
Yeah.
His own wife, you know, they took pictures of him. He having dinner with another woman, took pictures of it, then posted it in the newspaper where your wife can see it. Mm-hmm. Just your life is a living hell.
Yeah.
But only the Lord, Yahweh Shai is going to get us out of it. The brother read it earlier. Blessed is he is being persecuted for righteousness' sake. All we got in this thing is each other. Mama's gonna turn on your father's brothers and kids. That's fine. They turned on us now. The variance has been separated now. All we got is what you see right here.
And you gotta have the eye salve because this devil has perfected his left hand with this AI shit. So you might have a brother on the side of you, but they'll have a video of him doing some unseemly shit on the TV. And you gotta have the spirit.
Yeah, no, man, that's not my brother. My brother won't do nothing.
Man, that's that poison right there. My brother ain't on that type of time.
That's right, bro.
You see, our family's gonna believe that shit, man. Mm-hmm. Okay, nah, man, that's AI. That's AI. Yeah. My eye can do that. Mm-hmm. You know,
for real.
So you gotta be ready. They about to throw it all at us, man. All this high level technology he has, he's about to throw it. He's about to throw the kitchen sink at us, man.
Yep.
You got it, brother.
I'll end it off right here. Now I'm reading from Daniel, the 8th chapter, which is going into, Alexander, and you got Antiochus, or what we say, scholars say, Antiochus. Okay, tomato. It's talking about him, but we can liken it to what's going on right now today. It's the same fucking Edomites, man. Mm-hmm. Daniel 8:25. And through his policies, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
He manipulating these media outlets. Mm-hmm. All right, and when he does this, he's gonna put amendments in. Anybody that knows one of these Hebrew Israelites, he's gonna make it policy.
Yes, brother.
All right, when he roll out that new world order carpet, that's gonna be part of the policy.
Of course.
Turn them in dead or alive. Mm-hmm. If you found aiding or abetting them, you're gonna die too.
Let me say this, because Donald Trump said this during his first term, that he was bringing back mass firing squads, the guillotine, all right, and public execution. Well, the endtimesheadlines.org just put the article out, what it was last week, about mass firing squads are now being enforced. So they're not playing. This is what it's coming down to. You catch them, kill them, or bring them in front, and we're gonna do public execution on them, tie them to a tree, and just fire rifles out, man.
They're gonna get medieval on that ass, man.
This is it, man. Daniel 8:25, and he shall make.
We was laughing about it earlier. The Lord's gonna defend his servants,
of course.
All right, now, according to election, they do have some brothers that are gonna give up the ultimate sacrifice. We don't know if it's us, but that's gonna be an honorable death. Mm-hmm. But these troopers, like Daybu and shit, they're gonna tear their asses up in the motherfucking concentration camp. Man. They're not gonna have no protection, no hedge. Mm-hmm. Oh, Esau gonna go medieval on their asses, boy.
Yeah. Subscribe to, I ain't got anything.
Yeah, they have no
Canadian Prepper, New York Prepper, Prepare Homestead, all of them, man. With the guy on Full Spectrum. Yeah, you out of here, boy.
They gonna fuck over them, boy.
Yes, brother. Yep.
And you gonna fuck over you guys that was once a part of this thing and quit.
Yep.
All right, and went back. Y'all gonna get it in the worst way. Mm-hmm. You got it, bro.
Well, say the servant that knew his master's will,
and he gonna get
beat with many stripes. Yep. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. He shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Mm-hmm. That's what he's gonna do, man. All right, set the standard. By the Bible says, never trust thy enemy. He's gonna make it seem like it's okay to do these type of things, but he has a whole agenda. And I tell these brothers, I watched a movie, Emancipation, that was depicting the guy that was a slave down here in Baton Rouge. The slaves broke off and they went to these little rural towns and tried to come to Baton Rouge. All right, they end up catching one of them. He said, "Look, if you tell me where they went, I'll let you go." And what happened to him? Jake told on him and said, "Look, this is where they're going. They're going this way. They're going to Baton Rouge." And so he turned his back. They killed him, man. That's what Esau's going to do. He know when you take this MOTB what's going to happen to your ass, man. Nothing is hid from him, man.
Hey, thou should not surely die.
That's right, brother. Ooh.
That's how he played Eve, dog.
Yes, brother.
Yes. Nothing's switched up with him, man.
That's right, bro.
Never trust this nigga, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's the last little bit. Daniel 8:25, the latter part states that he shall also stand up against the prince of princesses, but he shall be broken without hand. The Lord broke his ass, Antiochus, Antiochus. Okay. The Lord finna break Esau down as well, man. How the hell are you gonna have a system, okay, of you getting everybody C-hip and everybody's dead, man? How can you have an infrastructure that's gonna thrive when everything is collapsing? And it's gonna collapse ultimately, economic as the Lord is doing now, and then it's gonna usher in war on these streets, man. Okay?
How's the hammer of the earth cut asunder?
Yep. Ooh.
Going down, devil.
And get that real quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
These beautiful times we're living in. But you gotta exciting. The kingdom.
Fearful too.
Smell the kingdom of heaven, but you still gotta be dwelling within the light. Have that perfect balance,
Yep. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 22 and 23 says, "A sound of battle is in the land."
Mm-hmm. We're living in a time of war. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be in the spirit of jollity, frolicking,
Mhm.
you know, thinking everything's gonna be okay. It's not.
Not the normal.
There will not be no 7-year tribulation.
Uh-uh.
You going through this fire pit, man.
Yep. Ain't no Antichrist.
It's about to get hot.
That's right.
You got it, brother.
Right, bro. Ain't no rapture. All right. Throw that in there too.
You about to see? Hey, then we will know who is chosen.
That's right, bro.
We're gonna
Go
see
through
who
pure
we're
hell.
dealing with and who we're not dealing with.
These are they that have came out of great tribulation.
Yeah.
How the hell is a rapture? We can. That's a whole video we can do.
Moses told the house of Korah, we're gonna see who the Lord is dealing with tomorrow.
Yeah.
Come back tomorrow at this
Right,
time.
bro.
We're gonna see who the Lord is dealing with.
Mm-hmm. It says, Jeremiah 15:23, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?
Yeah. Comfort one another with those words. We know this devil's going down no matter how grim it looks and no matter how much pain he brings to the planet Earth. He's going to get taken asunder. Hell is going to meet him at his coming.
Mm-hmm.
All right? All of his deceitful witchcraft and wizardry, all right, is going to be brought to naught.
Yeah.
All right? But the end is not yet. So in the meantime, between time, you got to have it ourselves so you can
discern.
Stay in the light, man. Don't go off to the right or to the left.
This man got all kind of acts he's going to pull off, man. It ain't just this right here. They talk about Project Blue Beam,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
He's a wizard, man.
He's gonna release animals he spliced and shit.
Yeah.
Insects he spliced and shit.
Well, that's in the 12th chapter of Revelation. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Yeah, the Lord using him, overseer and the rod of my anger,
Mm-hmm. Isaiah
to do
10
a
and 5.
lot of mischief, man. Do a lot of mischief to bring in this third woe.
Yep. So hey, better stay on point, stay aware. All right, he's on the move, okay, and we on the move also, man. So they say what? Two men and never, two mountains will, but two men
They're gonna meet.
They gonna meet.
It will be a reckoning.
Will be a reckoning. This whole thing is brought in. It's all about Jacob and Esau, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the Lord set up one and bring him down another. It was all coming down to, man. It's the heavyweight bout. Yahweh Yahushua, the men of the Lord, versus Amalek, Esau, Edom, man. So with that, hope this live sit down was very edifying. Want to give all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakafadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the Lord's hopefully elect who continue to push this gospel. Remember, the Bible says this gospel shall be preached to the ends of the earth, then the end shall come. Abba Ball, Kwam Yasharala, Shalom Makiyan. Hey, Salaki, brothers on that comment board, put them preachers up. I didn't get to them. We didn't get to them. Shalom Makim, Salaki. See Wadi on there. Yash on there. That's the brother, huh? The Trop 225.
Yeah.
That's the brother that coming out to the camp. Shalom Mak.